Mickey is Diamond 1, and you think it's your fault because you should have switched off Rocket, but your Town Hall wasn't cheap enough for the Iron Fist. Mickey, what? So what happened? You were playing Rocket because you're getting dived by the Iron Fist? So you didn't want to, like, play another healer? Is that what it is? Just trying to read between the lines. Wolverine, y'all both banned Wolverine. I don't know why they banned Wolverine first. They just fucking hate him because y'all have a group. Why did you guys ban Wolverine first? I'm just gonna say, if you guys, like, you guys have a Magneto. This is just for ban phases. Like, if you guys don't have, like, a Groot or something, I wouldn't ban Wolverine first. I would ban him second. They have a Groot, so that's why they banned Wolverine. Like, your first ban, I know it's, like, a good idea in your head to get Wolverine out the way, but use your first ban to, like, ban something else, you know? Bucky. If you guys are running Dive, Namor, and then you ban Wolverine next if they didn't ban him first. Especially in Diamond. They banned Bucky, you guys banned Namor. Why did y'all ban Namor? So you started off as Cloak. What is this crosshair? What is that? What is that?
This place makes me want to stay inside a force field forever.
Much better.
A foam of light.
Anyone willing to help?
Need that boost.
So, like, you see how they're kind of, like, pushing up here? Don't be afraid to, like, throw out, like, a blind and stuff, especially for, like, the first fight. That's what I would have done there. And also your E, you want to do it, like, as they're taking a shit ton of damage, because you threw your window on, well, I'm saying your E, you're on console. I would throw out my window probably a lot earlier so you didn't have to waste your bubble. Like, when you're playing Cloak, you want to try and keep your bubble for yourself as much as you can. Good blind, good blind.
My time to shine.
Much better.
A foam of light. My time to shine.
I feel like myself again. Lights out.
All right, Mickey, you are wasting your bubble off cooldown. Yeah. Yeah, look at the cheaper Town Hall. I see him already.
I'm trying to help.
Lights out. Need that boost. My favorite.
Okay, so for here, you had your ult. So, like, when you have your ult, you kind of have to think about how you're gonna use it, and you probably should have backed up, knowing that they were pushing in. Like, back up more quickly. And then you could have used your ult to save your team from the thing all right there. You tend to use bubble when you panic. No, bubble is for you. If you can help it, your bubble is for yourself. They're not running dive. Well, they have the Iron Fist, but they're not running dive. But that's what I would use my bubble for, to help me or my other support. You don't want to use your bubble to, like, heal up your tank, especially when they're not even that low. Like, a lot of times when you're throwing the bubble out, they're just starting to take damage, or, like, maybe you're panicking because you need to reload, but you don't need to throw out the bubble that much. That's what your window's for. And your other support is up, so you can stay a little bit calmer. You don't gotta throw it out like that. Oh, Sue ulted here. Okay, I just kind of want to spectate Sue to see why Sue decided to ult here.
Clearly, you need
Damn, they tried to save you.
Your powers are mine.
That was a little. It's just unfortunate that y'all lost so many people in that thing. T-pose. So a trick too with I don't use it very often, but I use it sometimes. You can switch to Cloak and then switch back, and it reloads Dagger's ammo. So you can do that, but that's why you're playing really close up to your team too. You can play further back and bounce the heals off the walls too. And if, like, you gotta have to, like, practice it for muscle memory. Yeah, when you switch to Cloak and then you switch back to Dagger, it reloads. If you, like, try to train yourself to, it's not hard to do, but it's hard for me to remember sometimes. Yep, go ahead and back up. Yeah, like, for there, once they started pushing in, you just have to know how to rotate positions. That wasn't a bad place to be, because your thing and everyone else was pushed up past choke. But once you realize like your team is coming, like the enemy team is pushing up and your team's backing up, you want to play like back here in the little health pack room. You know, the room that's below. You could play down there or you could play up top. I think up top is better, but you want to play in there because if you were in there and that thing came and ulted, you could have saved your team and ulted first.
Needed that boost.
Better sound that vehicle.
Good blind. Oh, here comes the cheaper town.
A little help, please.
Another thing here too, like when the enemy team is running like a flanker like Iron Fist, your team wasn't really like, they didn't really need heals. You were kind of like healing little silvers of health missing. I would have switched to Cloak and done a little bit of damage to him and then switched back to Dagger. But like, cause when you do stuff like that, it kind of deters like the flanker from wanting to push in a fight. Or if you would have like, I know you already used your blind, but I'm talking about like other type of fight. Like if you notice like a flanker hanging out waiting for like his time, you can try to like pepper him up. Don't get too focused on that, but just something to think about. It helps. You also panicked here. This was a good Cloak ult. Your team's okay. I don't know what the fuck thing is doing. Thing needs to walk forward a little bit, but your ult was fine. You didn't have to turn around. You could have just kept pressing, pushing up with the ult. Thing died. Never mind. Thing was not okay. But Stu was back there too. Now I'm curious. What was he doing? Why he died and the Cloak ult was in front of him? Oh, your Cloak. You started your ult from up here. I feel like you started it from further back. How did he die? Maybe I lost the plot. Yeah, I think you started it from close enough. They could have like walked up into the Cloak ult. Maybe you needed to back up a little bit. Whenever you start your Cloak ult, you want to start it from like either the back or the middle of your team. So you kind of were pushed up, but they could have walked up and been okay. He could have lived that. No. I understand. What happened to magic? What happened to Dark Child?
My time to shine.
Much better.
Much better. Thanks.
Lights out.
My time to shine.
Heads up. Back guys.
He's stuck in their trap.
This what the doctor ordered.
It is okay, Mickey. Oop. Dr. Strange's looking for an ult.
Shields up.
Oh, that is unfortunate. This was just not a good ult by the Sioux.
They waited halfway. Stop them.
Lights out.
Better sound that vehicle.
I understand, Mickey. Your team is scaring me too.
Feeling fantastic.
Good use of your bubble. Right
By
here.
the eye of Agamotto.
Very unfortunate that your Sioux did that ult.
Good time to stop them.
Lights out. That's a bad effect.
Everybody needs a hit sometime. Us against the world.
This is a really good ult, by the way. Props to you. I'm proud of this ult. This is what it should have happened on first point. Yes.
Let's pop back up under their noses.
My time to shine.
When you ult, you need to be on Cloak, getting that damage in, throwing out your blind and stuff. You don't need to throw out your bubble quite yet. Your ult was still kind of on the floor. You kind of wasted it here too, because now you need it.
Lights out. Your powers are mine.
My time to shine.
Much better.
I like that she was getting that damage in on the Iron Fist.
Foam of light. Disappear.
Your Sue is trolling ult.
Stop them.
Get in
Oh, that's so unfortunate. That would have been a huge window.
Better stop that vehicle! Trying to help. Don't give them another inch!
By the eye of Agamotto!
If you reacted quick enough, you could have ulted this. This is not just
You'll need a
on
top-notch
you.
team to win this one.
Low key, your Sue is ulting nothing. Like, your Sue just keeps randomly ulting. And then you guys don't even win the team fight that she aggressively ults. You switched to... Why'd you switch to Rocket so fast? The Iron Fist wasn't even tearing you up like that. You honestly could have stayed Cloak. Especially on attack on this map. Cloak's really good on attack here. On this first choke, we're doing good on Cloak. You didn't even swap. Pepper him down!
A shield?
That damage in!
You're ready for action!
Why is your team letting them live? They're both crits! Come on, get him! Cool.
You're welcome. This is real firepower.
You put your ult too far back, and like I wouldn't have ulted this in general because Punisher is down, and usually you want to like save it for his ultimate. Like, he was close to his ultimate. You could have held on to it for a little bit and use it with his ult in combination. That's what I would do.
Healing. Why would I
And if you were gonna use it aggressively, you could have put it up a little bit further. Like, you could have put it like right here and put more pressure.
I'll patch you up.
feeling fantastic?
Okay, okay.
I am ready to put on a show!
Armor patch here. Hey, by the eye of
Unfortunate. That's another thing too. You're playing like really stacked with your team, especially coming out of choke. You need to be like further away and kind of just something that you want to think about in the back of your head is the enemy's ult. Like, oh, Doctor Strange will have his ult soon. I don't want to be stacked with my team so I get caught in it.
I am Asgard's might.
I am barely harmed.
Go now. That fucking hurt. You're welcome. I feel like myself again. This is real firepower. You're welcome.
That's much better.
My good deed for the day.
Mickey, you are way too terrified of this Iron Fist, and I've seen him maybe twice. Don't be so scared, because you really could have played Cloak here. I believe in you. You could have played Cloak here and cooked up even more on Rocket. Because your Punisher, I'm sorry, he's 8 and 7. It's like being Mercy in Overwatch and being mad that your DPS is ass and then your damage boosting trash. You could have paid. You could have took matters into your own hands here and played Cloak still, and maybe like ult up to choke because your team is playing hella scary for some reason. Like, they won't push up or secure kills. Like, your tank is pushing up, and I don't know what the hell's going on in the back line. Y'all too scared of this Iron Fist, and he's not that good. He's not that good. He hasn't even broke 10k damage. Like, he's not doing much here.
You're welcome.
Disappear!
Battlefield relay deployed.
That's not a good respawn beacon location. Yeah, see?
Gotta make another beacon. I'll patch you up.
You have a lot of time to put down the respawn beacon, so you want to like keep track of that cooldown. Like, once you get it, I immediately go somewhere to put it down. Because that's what you could do. You could have put it like high ground on the right somewhere and then went back to heal your team. Nobody would have died. You would have been okay. Instead of chucking it right there. Because then Hella just died immediately. I know Hella's mad.
Where'd you go? By the eye of Agamotto!
Someone's in my head.
And
This
you
is
comboed
real
ult for Punisher.
firepower.
That's good. Y'all making progress. Okay. You hear the Iron Fist, don't you? He's behind you.
Ready for a boost?
Disappear! Let's keep
Very
fighting until
winnable.
we have a winner.
Very winnable.
I'll patch you up.
No, Sue! You could have dashed backwards in this room and possibly helped Sue out there too.
A shield? We're okay.
Dang, unfortunate. If they were ready for that push, it would have been fine. Nice try, Mickey. Nice try.
Epic victory!
But don't be so scared of flankers. You were doing good on cloak. You could have stayed cloak. They only had one flanker too, and Iron Fist wasn't putting like pressure on you. It's really not your fault. Well, you could have stayed cloak, so it is kind of your fault. But also your DPS 12 and 10, 13 and 10. They just, I mean, freaking Thor's 13 and 10, but they weren't doing much. I think people underestimate how good Cloak and Dagger is with flankers. Yeah, she's not that bad. She's not defensive like that bubble. She's not gonna die. You're not dying to an Iron Fist with that bubble. You just have to, as far as tips, I would work on like your positioning before you ult. Like when you have your ult, you need to just start thinking about how I'm going to use it this fight. If you decide, okay, I'm going to use it defensively, you need to play back and like think like, okay, Doctor Strange or Thing has their ult. They're going to push in and use their ult. You got to think like that. And don't freak out too much. Like just because they have an Iron Fist, nobody else was flanking. It's just this Iron Fist that scared you off cloak. Gotta be confident. Don't be a scaredy cat, Mickey. You were playing good. Yeah, and you have your blind too. Like as soon as Iron Fist gets on you, you throw out your blind. If he's on your other support or you're taking like a lot of damage, like you throw the bubble down and duel him. Switch the cloak when you throw your bubble out and duel him. You have another strong healer, too. You can keep the team up.